Shayna's got a plan, no need to fret. Found a way to help that you won't forget. Doctors lost the answers, but she found the key. Empowering ladies, setting us free. Battle in the storm with courage and grace. Shayna's got the wisdom to help you embrace. No more relying on pills they don't know. She's got the strength to help you grow. Feel the power rising inside. Shayna's guidance right by your side. Life's getting brighter step by step. With Shayna's touch, you're gonna prep. Feel the power rising inside. Shayna's guidance right by your side. Life's getting brighter step by step. With Shayna's touch, you're gonna prep. Medicine shelves are emptying out. Finding real strength, that's what it's about. No more prescriptions tying you down. With Shayna's help, you'll wear the crown. Ladies, hear the call, it's time to rise. Shayna lifts the veil, opening eyes. No more shadows breaking your day. With her wisdom, fight pain away. Broken paths don't mean you're lost. Prep, gonna prep. Ladies and shelves are emptying out. Finding real strength, that's what it's about. No more prescriptions. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. Strength deep inside. Shayna Melissa takes us on this.
People half your age anymore, and you're thinking, oh my God, am I just getting older? No, there's so much more. For those of you that don't know me, I am Shayna Melissa Stockman, the autoimmune expert and #1 international best-selling author of this book right here, Overcoming Life Obstacles. Had the shirts made up just for this. When you guys are watching right now, please drop below where you're tuning in from. We'd love to stream your comments and questions live across the underlying disorder that needs to be addressed. And there's so much more we need to go over right now. Wow, these warning signs. You guys ever see the warning signs in your car? Oh, okay. Hey, check this out. #1 international bestselling author of this book right here. The reason I'm wearing this shirt today is I had a very big talk to do with a large ladies group on Long Island, and it was followed by a book signing event where I was signing some of the books, and hence the shirt, Overcoming Life Obstacles. OLO is the acronym. This book reached #1 international bestseller in several categories, including medical books, cancer, naturopathy, and so much more. Not just bestseller, but #1 international bestseller. And only fellow authors of my book have this shirt. Okay, it's just specific to us. So you guys can get this book at worldwellnessexpert.com/OLO, like the acronym for the book, or anywhere else. And there's that signal when it first goes on, and we put, say, that quart of oil in our car. That will prevent us from needing a very expensive full engine in the future, right? So when we don't ignore the warning signs, it costs us a little bit of money and a little bit of time. But when we ignore those warning signs, you ignore that you need oil, you might need an entire engine, and that's going to cost you a lot more money, a lot more time, a lot more headache. So the point is, do not ignore the warning signs in your car. You don't have to spend a fortune and a lot of money later as if you were ignoring the warning signs in the car. Some of the warning signs that I had, that you may have too, please don't just assume it's getting older, because often it's not. My hair was getting thinner, right? And can we Put that one back up. My hair was getting thinner. I was getting more and more no, the last one. I was getting more and more tired all the time. I was sleeping more. I was waking up tired. Maybe we can go back one. Yeah. Okay. So I was waking up tired. My hair was thinning. I was exhausted. I wasn't eating any worse or exercising less. I was gaining weight. I had irritable bowel. I had pain, and a lot of times, especially the ladies, we just chalk it up to getting older, and it's not. I was getting short of breath. You often tell you you're fine, the tests are normal. Go to another one, or come do a video consultation with myself to do further, more extensive testing that the basic testing always misses. Okay. Most people with autoimmune disorders are misdiagnosed for a few years till the symptoms are bad enough that they finally show on a test that's ordered at the right time with a good diagnostician. So these are warning signs like those in the car that should not be ignored, that need to be addressed before the problem's worse. They are often warning signs of an autoimmune disorder. Not always, but thyroid blood tests do not detect, and most doctors miss this. So a lot of people have these symptoms, and it's underlying autoimmune disorder from a thyroid condition that's not on routine blood work, not detected on routine blood work. And this is called Hashimoto's hypothyroidism. You might have that and might not realize it has an autoimmune component. Here's some of the symptoms. They're not always related to this autoimmune thyroid, but a lot of times they are. Hair thinning. You might feel a lump in your throat, like your throat's getting wider. You have dryness. The dryness in the eyes could be itching. The dryness in the skin could be a rash like an eczema or dermatitis. The dryness in the intestine could cause constipation. You're tired more than usual. You might even be getting palpitations. You're in more pain than usual. A lot of these are signs of an underactive thyroid condition that's related to an autoimmune disorder called Hashimoto's hypothyroidism. It's usually misdiagnosed by the doctors for a few years, okay? So reach out to a few years, okay? So reach out to a good diagnostician, say, hey, I want to be checked for this. Reach out to me for a video consultation. These are symptoms and signs not to be ignored. Typical routine blood work does not detect it. Regular blood work you go for your physical does not test for this. This is more specific blood work for autoimmune disorders, for Hashimoto's hypothyroidism. So please, guys, get tested. Be your own advocate. Go in there with a notepad, pen, and paper. Take notes. Ask the doctor or your nurse practitioner questions. Say, hey, can I be tested? Prescription drugs is classified as the third leading cause of death in the U.S., only after heart disease and cancer. And a lot of these prescription deaths are not due to abuse of the medication. A lot of them are by patients that are taking the recommended dose at the recommended time, at the recommended frequency and duration. However, too many doctors are giving too many medicines, and they're interfering, and patients are taking over-the-counter medicines, and then they're going to the ER and getting on a different medicine in the urgent care and the specialist, and these doctors aren't talking to each other. The pharmacists aren't questioning things. So please, I'm not opposed to prescriptions when we need them and deaths. So there's a time and a place for medicine, but it should not be first. It should be after extensive testing, after other things. Wow, I'm talking really quick today. This is cool. Did you guys ever drop a one in the chat? Did you ever ask directions from someone and it turns out they've never been there, right? Come on, raise your hand to drop a one in the chat. Oh my God, right? Say you're going to Tony's Pizza and you're like, hey, excuse me, how do you get to Tony's Pizza? Now, if you're a guy, you probably don't stop and ask for directions. And especially before we had the GPS. And they're like, well, I don't know. I've never been there before. It's about 2 blocks or 2 miles up. Maybe it's a left or right. I'm not sure, right? And you probably wish you would have asked somebody who has been there so they can tell you how to get there. So please, guys, only take direction from people who have been where you want to go, because it's often the person who has never been there that's trying to tell you how to get there, right? You ever notice it's friends that are so much less successful than you telling you how to do it better when they've never done what they're trying to tell you how to do it. So don't take direction from people who have never been where you want to go. I suffered a lot of these symptoms. I suffered multiple autoimmune disorders. In fact, I didn't even really tell you about that. So, for those of you that don't know my story, I had all of these autoimmune disorders, all of those symptoms, the hair thinning, the waking, the higher sugars, higher blood pressure, the rashes, the shortness of breath. I was diagnosed. They're sick more often that are lasting longer. So a little cold is now lasting them 3 weeks. They're on breathing treatments. Then they're getting side effects from the meds and needing more side effects, and they're not feeling good on the meds. So I know when I was diagnosed with my autoimmune disorders, I'm like, oh, heck no, are you doing that to me? I don't want more meds to make me feel worse, to make my immune system weaker, to have me sick more often, get side effects that require more meds. I knew I had to do things differently to get a different outcome, right? Because they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing. More pain anymore. I'm energetic. I have no more heart failure, no more flare up of MS in years. And some of the former doctors I used to need became my clients. You see, some of them became my clients, but some of them didn't want to know what I did because our mutual patients aren't needing to go in every month for pain pills. So, in their eyes, some doctors might be looking at it as them losing business and don't want to teach you, which is pretty sad. So, I want you to know, take direction from someone who's been there. Look at your warning signs. Don't ignore them. You know what happens when you ignore the warning signs in your car. When you guys are watching live now, please. And so listen to your warning signs, write them all down, go to your licensed healthcare pro, say, I want more extensive blood work. Have a consult with me. Don't ignore those signs. Don't jump to medications first. I'm not opposed to them. But first, we need to know what's causing a pill and a third blood pressure pill. So many of you guys out there are on 3 blood pressure pills. Why? Because the medicine is not attacking the root cause. It's just a masking tape on a garden hose. It's good for now. It's kind of settling it down a little bit, and it's not. It's like if you have a leak in your radiator and you put masking tape on it, right? It's going to temporarily stop it, masking tape, but the problem is just going to get much bigger, much worse, and it's going to be a much bigger problem. So address these symptoms now instead of just popping Advil and aspirin. And that's what I help my clients do. I go over mindset, how to heal leaky gut, stressors in the environment, foods that we're eating that are triggering our problems, drinks, healthier options, root causes, how to attack the root causes, and so much more. I'm waiting for somebody to drop a question here, a comment or something. Come on, drop a question. I'd love to answer it live. I'd love to know who these eyeballs are. And what else did I want to say? My book signing went good today, Overcoming Life Obstacles. The OLO, somebody asked me today what OLO stood for. That's the acronym for the title of the book, Overcoming Life Obstacles. You see how we're climbing up the mountain. We'll all help show you a couple testimonials, a couple of my clients, perhaps, that the reason I say only take direction from someone who's been there, because if you're asking for directions and somebody's never been there, they've never been to Tony's Pizza Place, they never had an autoimmune disorder, they're the first to give advice, but probably the last advice you should be taking. They've never experienced it. How can they tell you? They've never been to Tony's Pizza, So, there we go. I didn't realize we had that up. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong screen. So I only share some of my clients with their permission. This is a young girl, mom, me. I was able to help her symptoms so much, regulate her blood pressure better, help her start losing weight, that she was able to come off 8.5 of the 9 pills. Her pain level dropped in half within the first 2 months, so she didn't need as many medicines. Then she started dropping weight. Her sugars got better. Pain level in half, no longer needing a cane, a walker, starting to lose weight, hair coming in thicker. So I asked her to please be on my podcast one day, share her story. And look at that, is a live Reclaim Your Life Zoom Power Hour tomorrow at 7 p.m. EST. I'm making it free for all of the viewers here. So there's absolutely no excuse not to hop on. You must register in order to get the Zoom link and passcode. You just go to World Wellness Expert www.mightybeautoimmune.com/reclaim. I'll talk more about that workshop in a moment. Here's another one of the things that brought her great joy again, like skydiving. She had not been skydiving in over 30 years. She was able to start horseback riding, skydiving. So I want to help you guys create those transformations where you're popping pills, you're suffering with pain, you're not able to do the things that bring you great joy, whatever it be, but you must register in advance at worldwellnessexpert.com/reclaim. It is absolutely free, 7 to 8. I'm going to go over signs and symptoms and tests and Hashimoto's hypothyroidism. I'm going to go over a little bit of MS and some other autoimmune conditions, what you can do to transform yourself too, so you too can be doing the things that bring you great joy again without that pain, with more energy. Would you like to be that energizer bunny with a thicker head of hair, pain free? So I want to help you for an hour. And the VIPs get the second hour live Q&A for an hour. They get the digital and printable Reclaim Your Life blueprint with all of the notes that you can print out, write on them, circle your symptoms. The VIPs also get a replay access and a mini consult with me for where you want to go. I was there. I overcame my life obstacle, my MS. I've not had an MS flare up in years. All my other autoimmune disorders have not flared up in years. I have no more heart failure. I take no more medicines. Some of my former doctors, my clients, I don't know what more I could tell you. I wrote about it in the book that reached #1 international bestseller. Get the book. If you have a large group, you want me to come and do a wellness talk and a book signing like I did today, I will do that for you. So listen to your warning signs in your car. Your car is like your body's like your car. Listen to your warnings. Maintenance, but you don't do that for yourself, right? Go get a physical, go get a checkup, reach out to me. We can't get replacement car parts near as easy. Now, I'm going to leave you guys with this. If you guys were going from New York to Cali, would you rather walk there, take the bicycle, hop in I don't know, a Lambo, a Corvette, or a jet plane? And why? A vet or a jet? Really expedite your journey. So take direction from someone who's been where you want to go, like myself. And also, I can help expedite your wellness journey, right? I'm going to take my 30 plus years as a licensed healthcare provider and my own personal experience suffering from autoimmune disorders and how I overcame them to give the nuggets to you. So you don't have to do 5 college degrees like I did, 4 nursing medical licenses, and 30 years experience. I can help expedite. You're going to Google everything, how to do the electrical, the wiring, the plumbing, which equipment to get. And probably 5 years later, you'll still need your kitchen finished, right? Or you're going to pay an expert to expedite you to 8 tomorrow on Zoom. The VIP get another Zoom link for the live Q&A, the replay access, the digital printable workbook, and a mini consult with me. worldwellnessexpert.com/reclaim for both the free or the VIP seat. So if you're ready to level up your life, reclaim your life, expedite your journey, learn from someone who's been there, done that, can tell you how to get there, expedite your wellness journey, hop on that jet to get to Cali in no time. Just jump in. It's going to be fun and interactive. A lot more interactive than this. This is one way, right? Like you guys can see me. I can't see some of you. Zoom, I can see all of you. I can hear your questions, in real time. So that's now to get the link at worldwellnessexpert.com/reclaim. Hope to see you there. Be well, biohack, and hello.
Finding the strength deep inside. Shane and Melissa takes us on this